Hi, I'm Faith. That's Tori behind the camera,
duh.
and Allie who did the drawing. So me and Tori did the dictation on our Draw My Life, the life of George Washington. So, George Washington was born in February 22nd, 1732 on a family plantation in Westmoreland County, Virginia. So he didn't really grow up and go to school. He learned from tutors. His half-brother died in 1752, and then he moved to Mount Vernon and was 21 when he was appointed a major in the Virginia militia.
French and Indian War.
Ohio country confronts the French. In 1754, there's a surprise attack on a small French force.
Washington surrenders to the French at Fort Necessity.
Battle of Monongahela. Washington saved the remnants of Braddock's army. Okay, go. Washington's army captured Fort de Quincy. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. 3.
George Washington's beliefs.
George Washington always believed in his men. George Washington treated others with the utmost respect. George Washington always held his men accountable for their actions. I believe in you. Therefore, I expect you to come through, said George Washington to his soldiers.
George Washington and the Constitution.
George Washington is the first statesman to recognize the flaws of the Articles of Confederation. At the end of the war, George Washington shared his thoughts. Others did not agree with George Washington's views. On May 25th, 1787, Washington was elected president of the convention. Douglas Southall Freeman said his largest contribution was not that of his consul, but that of his presence. In 1789, a new constitution became the law of the land, so minor changes have been made.
Extra quotes.
A man's intentions should be allowed in some respects to plead for his actions. Bad seed is a robbery of the worst kind. Not only does your pocketbook suffer for it, but your preparations are lost and a season passes away unimproved. Okay, George Washington is connected to Connecticut. Connecticut was essential to supplying the war. It had a coastline where 500 British ships were stored with food, supplies, and ammunition. It provided more troops to George Washington's army than any other state except for Massachusetts. Connecticut's reputation is a key supporter to the Continental Army. That's all.
Washington passed through Connecticut on many of his missions. In 1756, he headed to Boston on a mission for advancing his career in British military. In 1789, he visited Connecticut as the new and first president of the United States of America.
Keep going.
Oh, in 1775, he passed through Connecticut on a trip from Philadelphia to assume leadership of Patriot troops that were outside of Boston to resist British tyranny.